Welcome to Graceland Online Tutorial. Our topic today is word problems leading to quadratic equations. Word problems leading to quadratic equations. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Graceland Tutorial. If you find this video useful, kindly like the video and share the video. Okay, let's go back to our tutorial. Number 1. The product of the ages of Adu and Tanko is 9 years less than Akofa's age. If Tanko is 4 years older than Adu and Akofa's age is 6 times Tanko's age, find Akofa's age. To do that, I will need to analyze the problem. And from the question, we have some kind of information on Tanko's age, where we have Tanko is 4 years older than Adu, and also some information about Akofa's age. We were told that Akofa's age is 6 times Tanko's age. But Adu is unknown. We were not given any kind of information about Adu's age. In other words, we start from there. We assume that Adu's age is K. Now, if Adu's age is K, and from the second statement we were made to know that Tanko is 4 years older than Adu, so it means that Tanko's age is going to be K plus 4. If Adu is K and Tanko is 4 years older than Adu, automatically Tanko's age will be K plus 4. If we read the second statement further, Akofa's age is 6 times Tanko's age. So if Tanko is K plus 4, Akofa's age is going to be 6 times the age of Tanko, which is K plus 4. So we have Akofa's age as 6 into K plus 4. Now we have the analysis of their ages. Adu's age, K. Tanko's age, K plus 4. Akofa's age, 6 into K plus 4. Now, from this analysis, we can now come up with an equation to calculating Akofa's age. Now, from the first statement, it is given to us that the product of the ages of Adu and Tanko is 9 years less than Akofa's age. In other words, when you multiply the ages of Adu and that of Tanko, the result is still 9 less than Akofa's age. What are we going to do? Now, where is the product of Adu's and Tanko's age? Adu is K, Tanko is K, Tanko is K plus 4. So we have K into K plus 4. Now, for us to equate the left-hand side to the right-hand side, we will need to add 9. Since it is 9 less than Akofa's age, we will need to add 9 to that product in order to equate it to Akofa's age. So we are going to have K into K plus 4 plus 9. That will be equal to the age of Akofa, which is 6 into K plus 4. Now let's expand the equation. We have K times K, K squared, K times plus 4, plus 4K, plus 9 equal to 6 times k, 6k, 6 times plus 4 plus 24. Now we collect the like terms, which is going to be k squared plus 4k, then plus 6k. We'll move to the left hand side and that will turn to minus 6k, plus 9 plus 24 will move to the left hand side and it will turn to minus 24, which is equal to 0. Now, k squared plus 4 minus 6k minus 2k plus 9 minus 24 minus 15, which is equal to 0. That has turned to a quadratic equation. Now let's go ahead and factorize the quadratic equation. Now to factorize, multiply the first term, k squared, by the third term, minus 15. And that will give us minus 15k squared. Now we need two factors that when we multiply them together, it will give us minus 15k squared. And when you add them together, it will give us minus 2k. If you want to know more about factorization of quadratic equation, subscribe to my YouTube channel at Graceland Tutorial to know more about factorization of quadratic equations. Then let's move on. Now, those two factors are going to be plus 3k and minus 5k. So plus 3k and minus 5k will replace minus 2k, the middle term. So we are going to have k squared plus 3k minus 5k, sorry for that, minus 15 will be equal to 0. Now let's factorize. From the first group, k squared plus 3k, the common factor there is k. So the common factor will be outside the bracket. So what is k in k squared? That is k. K in plus 3k will give us plus 3. Then from the second group, 5k minus 15. 5 is common there. So we have the minus outside there, minus. Then you put the 5 that is common outside the bracket. So 5 in 5k will give us k. 5, or let me put it this way, minus 5 in minus 15 will give us plus 3, which is equal to 0. As you can see, k plus 3 here and k plus 3 there, they are what? They are the same, right? And since we have that, we can now bring out the terms. So we now have k plus 3 into k minus 5 is equal to 0. So k plus 3 is equal to 0, or k minus 5 will be equal to 0. Now, k plus 3 that is equal to 0 will now be k equal to 0 minus 3. So k will be equal to minus 3. And k minus 5 that is equal to 0 will now be k equal to 0 plus 5. So k is going to be equal to 5. Now, remember we are talking about ages of people. Therefore, k is equal to minus 3 will be invalid for ages of people. The age of people can never be in negative. For that reason, k equal to 5 will be valid. So that is the result we are going to be using. So we'll substitute 5 for k in Akofa's age. Remember that Akofa's age in the analysis is 6 into k plus 4. So if you substitute 5 for k, that will be 6 into 5 plus 4. So which is equal to 6 into 5 plus 4 will be 9. So 6 times 9 is equal to 54. So our final answer is that Akofas is 54 years old. That Akofas' age is what? Is 54 years old. Number 2. The base of a triangle is 3 meters longer than its corresponding height. If the area is 44 meters squared, find the length of its base. Now let's analyze the question again. Let's assume that the height of the triangle is y meters. And since the base is 3 meters longer than the height, then the base is going to be y plus 3 meters. From the second statement, we are given the area of the triangle. In other words, we apply the formula for calculating the area of a triangle, which is half base times height. So which means we are going to have half, that is 1 over 2, times the product of the base and the height, which is going to be y into y plus 3 equal to 44. So we have half into y times y squared. Y times y will give us y squared. And then y times plus 3 will give us plus 3y, which is equal to 44. Now to go ahead, we need to clear the fraction. And to clear the fraction, we multiply all through by 2. So this is going to be 2 times half into y squared plus 3y. The 2 will cancel this denominator too. We'll be left with y squared plus 3y. So we have y squared plus 3y is equal to 44 times 2. That will give us 88. So what we have now is y squared plus 3y is equal to 88. So this is going to be y squared plus 3y. Then we'll move 88 to the left-hand side, which will turn to minus 88, and that will be equal to 0. Now this is another quadratic equation. Now let's factorize. To factorize, multiply the first term, multiply it by the third term minus 88. So y squared times minus 88 will give us minus 88y squared. Now we need two factors. Then when we multiply, we will have minus 88y squared. And when you add them together, you have plus 3y, which happens to be the middle term. And those two factors are minus 8y and plus 11y. So we are going to have y squared minus 8y plus 11y minus 88 is equal to 0. Don't forget, minus 8y plus 11y have replaced plus 3y. Now, let's factorize. So you group them in twos. So from the first group, y squared minus 8y, the common factor there is y. So we have y outside the bracket. Now y in y squared is y. Y in minus 8y is 8. Plus the second group. What is common in the second group? 11y minus 88 is 11. 11 will be outside. 11 in 11y is y. And 11 in minus 88 will be minus 8. And that will be equal to 0. And since y minus 8 here is the same thing as y minus 8 there, it means that our factorization, what we have factorized is correct. So we have y minus 8 into y plus 11 equal to 0. So if y minus 8 is equal to 0, or y plus 11 is equal to 0. Now to calculate this one, y minus 8 is equal to 0. Then y will be equal to 0 plus 8. So 0 plus 8 will give us 8. So y is equal to 8 here. And then y plus 11 is equal to 0. Y will be equal to 0 minus 11, which will give us minus 11. So y is equal to minus 11 as well. But from the information given to us, we need the length of the base of the triangle. So the base of the triangle can never be negative. So y is equal to minus 11 will be invalid for this information. Now, y is equal to 8 will be valid for the information. So we are going to pick y is equal to 8 as the answer now. So we substitute this 8 for y in base expression. You know, the base is y plus 3 meters. So if you substitute 8 for y there, that is going to be 8 plus 3, which is equal to 11 meters. Therefore, our final answer now is that the length of the base is 11 meters. So the base of that triangle is going to be 11 meters. That brings us to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you for watching this video. Please, once again, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, and share the video. Success is yours.